Hi there, my name is Shoaib Kubi,
Delise Hubbard.
Herman Ambrosio.
Patient Williams.
and today we're here to talk to you guys about the 5-step management process within the human resources. Now, because it's such a broad topic, we want to break it down straight more into development between two major organizations, Google and McDonald's. So today we're going to be breaking down the two major organizations that we're discussing. With McDonald's and Google, we're going to be breaking down a brief history of the people-related actions with McDonald's. Then we're going to be going more into the development opportunities, then the talent management process, and the management development process. And with Google, Delise and Herman are going to break down the company in a brief introduction, as well as the development opportunities, the objective key results in developmental ranking system, and finally the talent development. Now I'm going to pass it on to Stacey, who's going to...
So you already know, McDonald's is an international billion-dollar company with over billions of employees working. They obviously need a great demand for human resource. McDonald's is a people-based company with over 1 billion locations and serving more than half the world. They need people to work for them. With people working for them, there comes a demand for human resource professional. McDonald's take pride in its people. With that being said, many locations do not fully follow the people promise. When coming to corporate store, they ensure the most respect for the employees through incentive, promotion, and development, just to name a few. Moving on. So as you can see here, development within McDonald's. There are many branches to the tree of development for McDonald's. So each having its own starter pack. First we have the managers, then the crew trainers, and team leaders. As you can see here, we have a management development applications, development details, the fees, the management endorsements, and so forth. So every organization has its own starter kit for introducing someone new to the next stage. They have their own database on how they promote managers internally. This is one of the many forms they use to ensure proper training procedures. There are 4 types of management within McDonald's. We have basic shift management, assistant shift management, second assistant management, first assistant management, and general management. Next, I'm gonna pass it over to Delise to introduce Google. Thanks.
Thank you, Stacey. Now I want to take the time to talk about the development opportunities within McDonald's. Now there's 2 forms of development. There's in the restaurant and in the head office. Within the restaurant, you have a lot of positions and a lot of different aspects and a lot of different crew that can work in different spots. It starts off with the hourly paid crew. These are the people that get paid by the hourly, minimum wage, part-time or full-time. So it starts off with crew, and then somebody can have the opportunity of becoming a guest experience leader, followed by crew trainer, team leader, and a team leader is somebody who starts the development into management responsibilities, followed by a swing manager. These are the part-time or full-time people that get paid hourly but aren't salary-based. Then you have your salary-based managers, which is broken up into 4 major departments. You have your general manager, your people manager, your kitchen manager, and your guest experience manager. We act as a round table for our general manager, and it's kind of like King Arthur's round table. And the people manager is the first assistant, so that's the right-hand man. And it's kind of like our mini HR department within every store. Followed by that, if a general manager would like to move up within the company, they'd have the opportunity of becoming an operations consultant or a business consultant. These people act as supervisors for a whole patch, and they help with effectiveness, running incentives, procedures are being followed, and a lot of other great in-restaurant stuff. Then you have your head office. Now with head office, there's many major departments that you can work for, including human resources, deployment. Deployment is people who come up with the new ideas and the new stuff that's willing to come out into the year. Then you have your development and training department, your payroll department, and your auditing department. All of these departments play the major role as to what goes on in the restaurant. They're the behind the scenes of what's supposed to happen within the year for McDonald's. Now I want to take the time to talk about the talent management development. Now this is a development process that not a lot of organizations use. However, if they did, it'd be really great for the company. As you can see here, the talent management and performance annual process starts off with a manager recognizing a crew member that's willing to move up, starting it with the planning. So from January 1st, for example, till February 15th, you set goals for the coming year. You write individual performance plans and you write individual developmental plans. After that, you have your ongoing feedback. This is something everybody within the store must always do because they're always looking to develop and push their crew to be better and better every shift. followed by a mid-year review and an end-year review. Now, I don't want to focus on the appraisals too much. However, I want the key result of this to be the ongoing feedback. It's a constant thing. Coaching is a must for any organization in order for their crew to be experienced and seasoned well for them to be promoted one day. Now, I'd like to pass it off to Delise, who's going to start kicking off.
Employees, it can be said without question that Google stands out from the rest, as they were named Best Company to Work For by Fortune magazine 5 years in a row. They prove that employee training and development is crucial for a company's success, spending an average of $1,200 per employee to ensure that they are given considerable opportunities for personal growth, professional growth, and career progression within the company, as they believe that these are the top drivers of employee engagement and satisfaction. Next, I'm going to discuss Google's development ranking system using key results and objectives. Google's performance management viewpoint has always been fairly non-traditional. Formal ranking has never been a part of the company's process. Instead, John Dewar, one of Google's investors, originally introduced this new style of goal setting using objectives and key results. This tool can be an increasingly popular development ranking system at high-growth companies. Objectives are what an individual and their organization want to accomplish. They must be actionable, measurable, and qualitative. Key results describe how they will accomplish these objectives. They must be specific. Next, I'm going to pass it off to Eddie to conclude with Google.
Google employees are offered tremendous opportunities to learn and grow within the organization. Human Resources assesses employee potential through interviews, appraisal, and coaching. Appraisals provide an objective evaluation of the employee's potential and indicate how the employees are doing in the current jobs, while interviews and coaching indicate the employee's level of interest for certain jobs and how they could fulfill other jobs at Google. Human Resources collects all the information to match individual and organizational needs to plan for career paths for the employee. Possible career options for employees are distributed in 3 categories: Bill staff, do staff, and circle staff. Under Bill staff, we find engineers, IT managers, etc. Under do staff, we find human resources, marketing, and finance. Under circle staff, we find sales operations, sales, and customer service representatives. Google supports its talent through several programs. Schools In. This is an in-house development center. It is offered to all employees from core to job-specific courses for all employees, where they can take courses, several courses from topics that range from personal finances to management to emotional intelligence. Related training, Google has hired several social scientists to study the organization. They run dozens of experiments on employees in an effort to answer questions about the best way to manage a large firm. In the room to play, this is an equipped space where individuals and group projects allow workers to experiment and practice what they have learned from previous courses and mentors. This is to support the HR Human Resources Leanne Horsey, that she believes that employees also learn on the job. So I'm going to pass to my colleague Shoaib to conclude the presentation.
So, all in all, McDonald's and Google are both major organizations that focus on development and day-to-day processes of promotions and making sure that the people that they are working with are effective and seasoned and ready to be taken to the next level. Thank you very much for listening. My name is Shoaib Kubi.
Delise Hubbard.
Ramon Ambrosio.
Haitian Williams.
And we are Group 6.